Okay, now that we did our tech experiment, can everyone hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Hell yeah. Hello. Thank you for that intro. I wrote this morning because Katie was like, I'm hoping everyone's reading new work, and I had misunderstood, and I wasn't reading new work, but I'm very obedient. So then I sat down and wrote something new. So this was written this morning. I spent all day working on it, but it is very new. So here we are. Home. Can I take this out?
Sorry. There's a chair.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Home videos. There's this 24-second video clip from my wedding that I love watching. My friend Susie filmed it on her phone and sent it to me the day after the event. It's filmed horizontally because Susie is a butch dyke in her 50s and doesn't care about capturing her life vertically to best suit Instagram stories. The video begins with my voice calling out to my brother to join us on the dance floor. I can tell it's a little bit later in the night because my wife has already changed out of her wedding dress and into her after-party look, a thin white ribbed tank top and white denim overalls cuffed at the ankle to reveal her white Crocs, lovingly bedazzled with more than 100 individual rhinestones by our friend Alex. The dance floor, a patchwork of rugs I collected meticulously in the months before the wedding, is filled with family and friends. The string lights we hung from tall trees illuminate everyone. My mom is in the foreground, her back to the camera, swishing her hips and moving her arms along to the lyrics of Crazy in Love by Beyonce. Alex, the bedazzler, is in a full sequin orange jumpsuit in the background, her hands in the air as she dances with Tita, with Kate, with Freddie, with Risa. The camera pans the dance floor, and I see my wife's family in the left corner, her father and her uncle in near-matching outfits of blue button-downs and khakis, her mom in her beautiful floral pants and her navy down jacket because she got cold, her cousin in a sexy jumpsuit, all grooving to the beat. The camera moves again to reveal my friends Leah and Ari dancing and taking their own photos and videos, Ari's long black braids hanging bright against her corduroy pink jacket. The outfits are magnificent. Sunflower print overalls, a black leather jacket, an eggplant emoji sweatshirt, a Newsies cap, a fuzzy green crop top. The video cuts off suddenly. Ari is mid-laughter. Liz and Chrissy mid-conversation on the dance floor. Pan's arm swung jauntily behind him mid-dance move. And it's not clear what exactly Susie was filming except a really fucking fun party, or perhaps our lives. I watch this video every day, often a few times in a row. I love how much happiness is captured on the tiny screen, how I can hold my phone up close to my face and pretend I am actually still at my wedding. The video is perfect, almost. If my dad was in the video, it would be perfect. But he is not in the video because he was not at my wedding, because he has been dead for 2.5 years. Last month, my wife and I flew to California to visit her parents. The trip was lovely. I am lucky to love my wife's immediate and extended family. On our last night, my wife's dad asked if we wanted to watch old home videos. I squealed, said yes immediately. Of course I wanted to witness my wife as a child. Her dad proudly produced the home videos and we settled in. The screen filled with a suburban scene from the 90s. My wife, maybe 6 years old, at her younger sister's birthday party. Her mom, almost 30 years younger, preparing crafts and candy. Her sister wearing a long t-shirt dress paired with a very blunt bob, holding a paintbrush. My wife, skinny and small, hair pulled back in a ponytail, striking a silly pose on command. And her dad, of course, not visible, but extremely present. He is the one holding the camera. His voice is director, narrator, and audience. My wife and I had similar upbringings on opposite coasts. The party was a stutter of my own memory. I realized what was happening exactly as it happened, and by then it was too late. I knew the role I was supposed to play. I wanted to gush at the screen, to ask questions. Maybe I even did, but I don't remember. This is what I remember. An ache in my chest. I swear it was over my heart. I do not understand anatomy, but I can tell you where my grief lives. First sharp, sudden, then dulled as it sustained like an ongoing beating. I put my hand over my boob, right over where I think my heart was, and tried to take deep breaths. The pain did not subside. My brain felt itchy, too big for my head, like it had been plucked out of my skull, swaddled in a wool blanket, and shoved back inside. My palms prickled with sweat. I couldn't get a good breath in. The thing about having a great dad, who is now dead, and a great father-in-law, who is very much alive, is that I'm constantly being punched in the face by the character of who I lost. I'm very aware that some people have terrible dads and some people have insufferable father-in-laws, but I was blessed with neither, and so the loss of one is highlighted by the excellence of the other. My in-laws are very kind people. I could have asked everyone to turn off the movies. I could have explained what was happening in my body. I could have made it stop. My mother-in-law lost her dad in a similar way I lost mine. What a stupid fucking expression. Our dads aren't lost, they are dead. But I did not say anything. I just stared at the screen, thinking about my dad, about the home movies he directed, narrated, witnessed throughout my childhood. Why do we film anything? What is the purpose of a home video? I think before social media, maybe the point was to capture love on camera. I don't mean to be overly sentimental or dismissive of the internet, but I feel we must all agree that taking a shaky video of your children to theoretically show off to their spouse 30 years in the future is a different action than taking a perfectly curated 15-second clip of a party to show off to friends and strangers on an app that will display it publicly for 24 hours and then store the data for the rest of eternity. Those verbs are not the same. If my dad was still alive, if he had been able to attend my wedding, I wonder if he would have taken any home videos there. My dad was not a big social media guy. There's no way he would have posted any wedding content. If he documented anything on the day, it would have been for himself, for us, for our family. I wonder what I would have looked like at my wedding through his eyes. I wonder what I would look like right now through his eyes. And now. And now. And now. I will spend the rest of my life wondering.
Okay. I mean, if you all keep doing this, I don't know, somebody else is gonna have to fill in. Whew. Jesslyn,